All right. So sorry to the no one that was listening to us anyway about us getting cut off. But yeah, here we are. So I think what was I saying? We were talking about. Did you hear my opinion on the Shannara? Is that what it's called?
No,
Shannara
that's
Chronicles
right.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Where
Yeah, cool.
Where it seemed to go dead.
Cool. Yeah, so I actually watched that, but it was really like it wasn't necessarily the story that was bad. It was just really poorly like produced and put together and acted, and like really piss poor costumes and stuff like that. It's just like those elf ears are clearly plastic that you're wearing, that type of stuff. So
yeah,
I didn't have an issue
it.
with the story or the characters, but
yeah, the books of Shannara are good. They're not my favorite. I read them in it was definitely year 9.
Yeah.
And I read them all as many as were out at that time. I didn't read them after that.
Yeah, because it's like it's the whole Earth in the future thing, right?
Yeah, post-apocalypse kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was more about that in the show than in the books itself. The books sort of revealed that later on, I feel, but maybe that was me being a simple year 9.
Yeah.
It's like in the later books they start seeing the cities and you're like, oh yeah, this is like Earth. I can't remember the first book sort of dealt with that or not, but yeah, then there are elves and dwarves, and I mean the first book was the biggest rip-off of the Lord of the Rings there ever was, but that's what you wanted when you were that age. Like 100%. That's awesome. That guy's Gandalf. Yes, bring it on.
Yeah. Didn't even try to subvert expectations.
And that's what all fantasy was in the 80s and that, really. Yeah. Just people trying to write Lord of the Rings again.
Yeah. And is that what happened? Like what other series are like that? And then when did it change, do you reckon?
I reckon David Eddings, which is awesome as well. That was kind of like that. And people would argue, I guess, Game of... Yeah, in just that's the concept of the simple farm boy discovers he's got to go on a quest with the help of an elderly wizard.
Yeah.
And save the world. So in that sense, it's like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously Star Wars is a direct copy of that as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's awesome. That's a great formula. It's a perfect formula because there's struggle, learning and adversity. And if that's what I'm talking about. It's like it's so much easier to do that story and make it good and fun than it is to do the stories that you get today. Not necessarily in books, but like in Hollywood. So instead, the new way to do the story is young female character who is already awesome at everything, never has to learn anything, definitely doesn't have a mentor because that's patriarchy. Goes off and is already better than everyone all the time. So
a la
Ray, exactly Ray. It's like, okay, so I can't be scared for her from now on, given that she just beats Kylo Ren the first time they fight each other. I can't be scared for Miss Marvel, given that she, or Captain Marvel, sorry, Miss Marvel is.
I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Yeah. Given that Captain Marvel in her training sequence smashes the crap out of Jude Law, it's like there's not much. There's no stakes in this story for me anymore. I don't think these people can lose.
Yeah, that's true. And Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Although Wonder Woman is badass, so that's fine. And she does have struggle. Like Wonder Woman has to learn, like when she's a child in the land of the Amazon, Themyscira. Like she has to learn shit. She gets good for a reason. So Yeah, one, that's fine, but it's like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird that, like, because, all right, so the exact story of Luke Skywalker, but with a girl, would still be a good story. Mm-hmm. So she has a struggle. She has a mentor that teaches her stuff because you need to learn stuff. Otherwise, it's just like, well, you're completely unrelatable if you don't have to learn anything. That would be a fine story. But instead, she's instantly better at flying the Millennium Falcon than Han Solo is. She's instantly better at the Force than Luke is.
At the lightsabers.
Yeah, instantly better at lightsabers. Instantly beats Kylo Ren in a fight. Yeah, never had parents. Her parents abandoned her when she was a baby. So I was like, how did she survive? That doesn't make any sense.
She was your hatred of the Force Awakens knows no bounds.
No, and that's the thing. After walking out of the Force Awakens, I was just kind of like, oh, it was all right. That was okay. That was a bit of fun. But then I was just like, they didn't really give Han Solo much of a death, did they? He just like walked into a lightsaber on a bridge. Like, that's not like a really cool thing. And then I was just like, hang on, they didn't have a scene with Luke, Leia, and Han in a scene. Like, why would you not do that? That seems like a pretty like hit it out of the park moment to do.
That's what we want.
Yeah, but the second one, whatever that one was called, was heaps
The Last Jedi.
Luke. Yeah, where Luke was just being like a hermit and grumpy and stuff the whole time. It's just like, I feel like you could have made him a pretty cool teacher of, like he was in that episode of The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a heaps more fun version of Luke.
Yeah, it's almost like they gave it to us because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy they refaced for that is like the Winter Soldier from Captain America.
Oh, really? Whatever Buddy or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Who, when you look at him, right, think about what he looks like. He actually looks heaps like Luke Skywalker already. Like heaps. It's freaky how much he looks like Luke Skywalker.
Did you watch the Falcon Winter Soldier thing? I never watched it.
No, I didn't watch it. Didn't watch it. Didn't watch WandaVision. I didn't watch.
I haven't. Yeah.
Didn't watch Loki.
Yeah. My Marvel journey has come to an end, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is an odd thing to say, given that we're in lockdown and I have Disney Plus, so I have all of them.
Yeah.
Right there for me to watch, but I cannot be bothered.
No. So the thing with all of the shows is this: they apparently, and it stands to reason when you hear what happens, but it's like they start off like something needs to happen, and all the stuff that happens just leads to the final thing where it's like nothing actually happened, so that it doesn't wreck any of the stuff that's in the movies.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting because that's their money-making machine.
Yeah. So Marvel is going to be really shit coming up as well. Marvel movies. I'm just going to bring up a list of upcoming Marvel movies.
There's the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, but he died.
Yeah, he doesn't, which doesn't have Black Panther in it. So the main person in that is going to be his sister. Yeah, who's, of course, again, this is the thing. She's already smarter than Bruce Banner and Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Like in one of them, like in Endgame or something, they told
them how to do it.
Yeah, she's just like, why didn't you just do this? It's like, okay, cool, didn't see that coming. Yeah, so because like the Scarlet Witch movie was like no one,
And is that an Olsen twin or
Scarlet
an Olsen
Witch
sister?
Yeah,
no, she's the White Witch. Yeah,
Scarlet Witch. So she's like technically Magneto's daughter, or she is Magneto's daughter. And
in Marvel lore, that's cool. That's interesting. I knew all that when I had the cards, but long gone.
Yeah. So coming up is that's Spider-Man No Way Home, which looks really good, actually.
Okay.
So that's going to have...
Oh, yeah, I saw Doctor Strange is in it.
Doctor Strange is in it. Dr. Octopus from the old Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, it's the original actor, isn't it? I saw some jokes on the internet about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to have original Spider-Man and also Andy Garfield Spider-Man. So it's going to be like
so it's going to get into multiverse. So what?
Yeah.
When you say you mean like Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought that was a joke when I read that on the internet. That's actually real. No. That's great.
Yeah. So it's actually going to be fun. Like that's cool. Do stuff like that. I'm into it. Then we have the movie The Eternals. Do you know anything about this?
I saw a trailer for it. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
That looks terrible. Doctor Strange looks okay. There's a new Doctor Strange. Yep.
Okay. That one was good. I like. Obviously, Benedict is a good bloke.
Yeah. Awesome looking Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange has a costume that makes him look like Doctor Strange, which is very important for me in movies. Okay, then we have Thor: Love and Thunder, whereby the new Thor is going to be Natalie Portman.
Yeah, where they explored this already in the comics.
Yeah, which was a horrible failure. Nobody bought that comic. So yeah, Jane Foster's going to.
I didn't know it was going to be Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. So she can barely lift the fake Thor hammer in real life. So that's going to be shit. That's going to be so shit. Then we have Wakanda Forever, which is not going to have Black Panther in it. So that's going to be shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're making these movies without the good characters. And then Venom 2, which looks good because it's got Carnage in it.
And is it going to be, what's his name, the Irish guy?
As Tom Hardy, you mean? As Venom?
Yeah, Tom Hardy. Yeah.
So that looks good. But what should be noted is really Marvel is not really the Spider-Man movie or the Venom movie. That's more Sony sort of has rights.
Yeah, right. That's that other one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Captain Marvel 2, which will be just fucking utter rubbish as well.
I never even saw Captain Marvel.
Nah. So like no Iron Man, no Captain America, no X-Men, which they have the rights to now. They could make an X-Men movie. It's literally so basically a bunch of movies with gender swapped characters as the main people.
Well, they did that. They explored that avenue in the comics. I remember that was going on.
Yeah, and it was a disaster.
Became a woman. Yeah.
You're
not allowed to hate it, man. You're not allowed to hate it.
No, it's weird that you're not allowed to just say that it's dumb. Like it's just like, wow, that's gonna be a look, it's like, company, that it's going to be dumb. You did it, and it didn't work. Like,
the thing is, the way we've gone now, like, now they make a movie like that, and you have to love it because of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But if they had have made, if someone had have done this in like the 80s or the 70s, they were like, how about we make a movie in which? How about we make a comic book in which Thor's a woman with big tits? People would have been like, what the fuck, you perverted geeks.
Yeah.
Because that's what it would have been about then. Now it's got another reason. But either way, bad idea.
Yeah. And you're not allowed to, no comic book girls have got big tits now, though, either.
No,
it's like
no way.
No. Huge muscles. Always that side-shaved haircut. Always.
the teal haircut.
Yeah, the Tila haircut. But
I loved when she walked out with that haircut. I was like, that's beyond belief. That's just so good.
Yeah, it's the SJW haircut, the social justice warrior, the type of people that scream at you to wear a mask from across the street. Yeah. The type of people that say, biological sex is a social construct.
Yeah, but that is true though. Like Conan the Barbarian, they made Red Sonja. It was just Conan, but a hot redhead chick.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah, it was misogynistic, but it was good.
yeah.
It wasn't pretending to be anything that it wasn't.
No, exactly. And it didn't. They made her exactly like Conan, but they didn't say she was Conan. So now what they're doing is they're like, this person is Thor. And it's like, well, they're not. That's what they've done with like Falcon. They're like, oh, he's the new Captain America. It's like, yeah, but he doesn't have any superpowers, does he? So he's not really.
Is he the one that got the shield? He's the one that got the shield at the end of the one. Oh, okay, I thought that might have been Black Panther, and I was like, well, how are they going to do that?
Yeah, see, that would have been good. Black Panther's got powers. I'd be up for that. They gave it to Falcon. They gave it to the guy with wings, whose suit is worse than Tony Stark's. Would have made more sense if they gave it to like the Winter Soldier, because he's at least like super powered and has like that mechanical badass arm sort of thing.
Yeah, so, but he's not of color.
No, exactly. That sounds. I mean, I reckon that's so gross as well. The person of color thing. It's just like, ugh.
It does.
Not people of color. They're not gross. That saying person of color.
I know what you meant. Yeah. Just say black. Yeah.
Or they're just a person.
Or
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's Steve.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. Definitely King Spawn, mate. I'm keen.
Yeah, I'll look into that. I don't even know. I feel like there's only one issue out. I'm sure I saw it like as a comic shop advertising it or something.
Yeah. Minotaur is gone, or is it?
They moved.
Is it
around the corner?
Or...
I went into the new one. I thought we might have talked about this already. I guess we didn't. Oh yeah, just went around the corner in Little Collins Street, like next to kind of Myers and David Jones.
Yeah.
On the back street there. I don't know. I don't like it as much. I feel like it's bigger for the shit that I don't really care about.
Yeah. What, the Funko Pops or whatever?
Yeah, Funko Pops everywhere, and mangas everywhere as well.
Yeah.
And then downstairs, they've got it downstairs, and that's like got a tiny shelf of the science fiction fantasy books, which used to be one of their best parts. Was like almost the whole shop was covered in fantasy books. Downstairs in the original one, and I think it got a bit less towards the end, but still had a good choice. But nah, not this time. And the comics are down there as well, the normal comics. But
yeah,
I guess that's a sign of the times. But yeah, poor old Minotaur opened a new shop and then plunged back into lockdown.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Have you watched Death Note?
Not yet.
No.
It's on Netflix, you told me, didn't it?
It is, yeah. So do not, I repeat, do not watch the live action version. Just don't watch that.
Oh, no.
Avoid that.
I wouldn't be a fool like that.
Yeah, avoid that. But watch the original anime. And when you start watching it, let me know, because I'm happy to chat through that.
Yeah.
There's some awesome moments in that.
This Ready Player 2 book I'm reading just mentioned a thing called Sword Art Online. and I googled to see what it was, and it's a manga that's on Netflix, so I might give that a go too.
Yeah. Death Note. Another one I haven't watched, but I hear good things about is My Hero Academia.
Oh, is it on Netflix? Do you know?
I don't know. That might be a pirate-based special. That one. I'll have to find out where it is. But I mean, if that's on there as well, that's worth watching apparently. So.
Okay. There's heaps of stuff on there.
Yeah, I'll be up for a couple of those, and then read through Kingspawn.
Yep. The new Joe Abercrombie book comes out next week as well.
Yeah. Is he Nine Fingers guy?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fuck. I got like 20% into the third book of that First Law trilogy thing. I haven't finished it. I stopped reading it for some reason.
No, yeah. The new one's coming out next week. Hopefully, supply chains and all that going like they should.
Yeah. Is that a First Law one, or is it a different thing that he's writing now?
No, it's still in that same world, but it's a bit further on. It's a lot of there. Like,
are all his books in that third world? World, but
he wrote 3 that sort of set in a fantasy version of ours in Viking times, kind of thing.
Okay,
which was really good as well. But most of his books, there's a whole heap now, and they're all in the first law setting. This one's like now sort of another generation later.
Yeah.
So like that cripple inquisitor guy.
Yeah.
His like daughter is sort of a main character now.
Okay.
And she's awesome.
Yeah.
And a few other people's sons from various, like not just like, it'd sound lame if it was just every main character's offspring is now the main character. It's not like that.
Which is exactly what will happen with the new Demon Cycle.
Oh yeah.
Books. Yeah. And I've also got the transy-wansy representation in that one.
Transy-wansy. Yeah, that's unfortunately, or maybe not unfortunately, that is a way fantasy's going quite heavily.
Yeah.
Especially the publisher Tor. I don't think they publish anything now that's not the main character's not LBGTQ.
Yeah, where they're not,
or whatever other letters have been tacked on as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Wow. Fuck. Is that who Sanderson publishes through?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, good luck getting his Mormon ass to write about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you can take my #1 best-selling book, or you don't have to at all. But yeah, I answer to a higher power, my man. Let me talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, there's no danger of Sanderson going down that path.
No,
he will write. He'll continue to write his poorly written, annoying female characters.
Yeah. They're just a little bit too quippy for me. They're not super annoying or poorly written. They're just like too quippy, too quips, like too quick-witted for my liking.
Yeah, and they know it.
Yeah.
That'll be another couple of years before anything goes on in that world. Multiverse, or maybe there's a new one coming out. Actually, I don't know.
Mate, that guy smashes books out like crazy. There is the new Wax and Wayne books coming out really soon.
Really? Do you know what it's called?
No.
And is it in the future now? Kind of.
Yeah. So it's the one with the guns, the steampunk Mistborn, I like to call it. So not future. It's the Western Mistborn still that's finishing up.
Oh, I thought they'd finished that with the 3 books.
No. So I don't know how long ago it was you read the third one, but I actually read it pretty recently. I read it after we finished reading Rhythm of War.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so super recent because I like the first Mistborn series heaps better. But yeah,
than the Wax and Wayne ones.
Yeah.
No, I liked Wax and Wayne
because they're I like the other ones because they're more powerful. Because it's actually Mistborns that can do stuff.
Yeah, I just didn't love the world that much.
What's that?
I didn't love the world that much with all the ash and the nothingness and the cans in a cellar.
Yeah. But yeah, fuck! How crazy is that Kelsey is the actual bad guy in
that was
the war.
That was some good information, and how he came upon that as well.
Yeah, that was a special moment.
It was, wasn't it?
It was. It was really good. It was like, wow.
I was just like, well, what about this? And mentioned a thing, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And got there.
Yeah, and apparently he's because like that was the first book I ever read of Sanderson's. Apparently he's mentioned in the first paragraph of the first book. So
Dr. Mistborn.
Yeah. So but not his Mistborn name, but they what's his name? Gavilar, the king that's dead. He's saying, I got this before you, Thydaka, or however you say his name.
That's right. Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Cool. Fuck. All right. Sweet, mate. Sweet.
Sounds good. Yeah, that was some good chats.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do first? Do you want to do you want to see if
I'll have a look and see if I can get King Spawn up on that and read that. I'll let you know how I go, and then I'll watch Death Note as well in the next couple of days and let you know how they're going on that.
Look, as with all manga cartoons, you have to watch the intro just to start with, like the crazy intro song with the crazy animation.
You know I like intros, and I always watch them.
Yeah.
And I hate when Netflix just skips the intro before I even get a choice in the matter.
Yeah. But yeah, so it'll take an episode or two to get into Death Note, but once you start doing it, there's some classic action sequences and classic dialogue that is entirely unique to Death Note. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll look into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, good chat, mate. Good chat.
Yeah, good chat, man. Good to do.
Well, yeah. See how you go. Comixology is what you need. To download it, and then
pay a little wee subscription, and you get whatever comics you want.
No. So the Comixology is free. It's basically the reader. Then you just buy the comic through Amazon.
Buy an e-comic. Yeah.
Yep, and then it just goes straight into there, and you fucking just click on the side of your screen to get through the panels, which is it's fun. It's a good way to read comics.
Awesome. I'll look into that.
Sweet. Well,
all right, mate. We have a good one. Yeah.
I will.
Talk to you soon.
Too easy. See you, mate. Bye.
See you, Nick.